You have clicked on this video. You have clicked on this video for one reason and only one reason, and that's because you keep on failing. You keep on struggling in this part or that part of life. You're going for these humongous goals that you had never even believed in 6 months ago. But you're going for them. You're going for them and you don't care what anyone else says. You're trying, but you keep failing. You keep feeling like you're not actually making any progress. You're stuck here. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes, but you're stuck here. You're stuck here and you're never going to get there. Even though people have gotten there, people as competent as you, if not less competent, have gotten there. You begin to lose belief, you begin to lose hope, and you begin to quit. That's the reason you have found this video. That's the reason you've clicked on this video. You are struggling. You're struggling very deeply. And luckily, I have the solution. Now, if it's more of a belief matter, I made a video on this yesterday as a matter of fact, so I'm going to link it in the description below. It's going to be the first thing you're going to see. Is that video in the description, right? You can go watch that video. I tell you how you can be more confident and have more belief within yourself, and perhaps that will take you out of this failure rut. But what if I was to actually tell you that this failure rut that I've just mentioned isn't a rut at all? It's part of the process, it's part of the journey, as you could imagine. And it's not even bad. It's not even bad for you. And I'll explain why in just a second. I heard this one quote one time, and it really helped me to grasp the concept of this thing that I'm talking about. Where instead of having like a loss, and having it as a really negative thing, loss, and you need to work back up to even get there. Think about it this way instead. A loss is a lesson. But don't even think about that part too much. I'll go on to that in a second. Instead, what I want to talk about now is winners will lose more than losers will ever even try. Do you understand? These people who are losers will tell you they never lost, but that's because they tried fucking twice and got lucky twice. They tried, let's say I tried golf once. The first time I went, I hit a 100-yard drive with my putter. I mean, maybe the next drive I hit with my putter, it will only be 80 yards. It will only be 60 yards or 50 yards or 20 yards. It might be a crap drive. But if I keep trying and I keep failing, I keep getting the 80 yards and the 70 and the 60 and the 50 and maybe even a 10-yard terrible shot. Eventually, I'll hit a putter drive that goes 105 yards, and then I'll be getting 100s consistently, and then I'll be getting 200s with my stupid putter drives consistently. I can work to that level. Imagine if I was a loser and I decided, I did it once, I've succeeded now, I'm just gonna never play the game again. Leave golf, I'm done, I won. Imagine if I was a loser little bitch like that. That's not who you are because you clicked on this video, and you're failing again and again and again, but imagine if I was. Imagine if you're watching a loser right now, brother. You wouldn't be watching this video, right? You're a winner. Remember that. You're a winner, and these failures are just part of the journey. I'm not saying this to motivate you or inspire you. I'm telling you this because it's the truth. Winners fail more than losers ever even fucking try. Winners fail so much. They fail more than they win. But the reason they're winners is because they don't give a fuck about that. They know the wins are 3 times as big as the losses. These losses are so minute and insignificant. They happen all the time. And then obviously we go into the part of loss is a lesson. Let's say you have 10 losses on your record, but you keep fighting. You learn from each and every single loss. You realise, oh, you lost here, and you start looking like your career was going downhill. But then you got a win, and another win. And because business grows really fast, it's never linear, and it's certainly never like exponential, even though people tell you it's exponential, it's not. You have loads of ups and downs of random things. And then it will go up a lot, and then it will sort of fluctuate, and then it will go up a lot. You have these periods where you go loss, and then you win, and you're like 5 times where you were at the beginning. You're the world champion. All because you decided to take these 10 losses here, learn some really valuable lessons, and then go on a 6-game winning streak, completely unbeaten. You're a winner, not because you won more times than you lost. You're a winner because you learned more lessons than your opponents and became better than them. You will not lose against them losers because they tried once and they're fucking useless. Remember that going forward. Every single time you fail going forward, every single time you take a loss going forward, understand that there's a lesson behind it that you probably should analyse and try to grasp. But also understand that this loss, who gives a fuck? You're going to lose thousands more times in the future unless you just give up, which is the biggest L you can ever fucking take. It basically draws an L on your forehead permanently. Everyone will see the patheticness. I won't be taking that. And you shouldn't be taking that either. Obviously, You should stop giving a fuck about these L's. Whatever happens, understand you can learn from it. Remember the quotes going forward, right? Winners will lose more than losers will ever try. And understand for even trying in the first place, you're better than the losers. Do not end up like a loser. Do not end up like a bitch. Keep failing. Keep failing. Keep failing. I will keep failing. You will keep failing. We all will. But eventually, we will have the big W's that take us out of this shithole. So I hope going forward, you can actually embrace these failures and these losses when they happen. And understand why they happened, learn from them, and know there will be a lot more coming. Embrace the fact that failure will return again. Maybe even really, really soon again. I'm going to start winning more. I promise you this now. If you begin to adopt this winner mindset of, I'm going to lose, so I don't really care how many times I lose. I'm going to win. And when I win, maybe it won't even be a small win, right? Think about this. When I win with YouTube, it'll be a big video. So I'll take all of these hundreds of thousands of losses. For the big video, it's worth it. You go down, you go down, you go down, you go down. Perhaps you're at 5 from 40. But then you go all the way up to your average being 10,000. That's a win. And all it took me was 200 losses. Perhaps. And it sounds like a lot, but in hindsight, what is more? 200 losses on YouTube, 200 losses on your drop shipping advertisement pages, 200 losses in the gym. When you try to do the right form, people try and correct your form, you go back to doing it wrong. When your squats are so terrible, you can't even get to 90 degrees. Who loses more? The person who can't do the 90 degree squat, or the person who just will not even fucking try to fix it? You'll try to fix it, and then eventually you'll have the 90 degree squat. And once you have that, you'll begin to do it to 135 degrees for crying out loud. That's the sort of mindset you have to adopt. Once you have that, you'll be chilling, my brother. I promise you that. So I appreciate you for watching this video. I'm glad you found value in this. Take care.